Greetings, this is Richard Ames with the Natick Geographic Information System. I'm also the town drone pilot. We'll do an update for things and projects that are moved along this past spring. We'll start with some sad news at the Natick Community Organic Farm. They had a massive fire on March 17th, and they lost their barn that was built back in 1815, so well over 200 years old. The barn was a complete loss, and they also lost some animals. Unfortunately, no people were hurt, and there was no loss of life. Apparently, the dog at the farm was able to wake the caretakers, and they were able to prevent the spread of the fire to anywhere else on the grounds, and also to prevent any further injuries or loss of life. There's links to a GoFundMe page down below. The farm was opened up in 1975 as an organic farm. Prior to that, it had been a farm, since 1720, and I'm sure before that the Native Americans were probably using this land since the Ice Age. The land was originally taken by the town by eminent domain back in the late 60s or early 70s, I believe. And originally it was going to be for school expansion, but when then the next baby boom never happened in the 70s, they decided to put the land to other use. And so we've had our organic farm now here for 40 years, over 40 years. Next, we'll move on to some more pleasant news with the brand new Kennedy Middle School opened up to students on January 4th, I believe. It's a fantastic building. Each has 4 floors, and each grade has its own floor, with the 5th grade being kind of separated out from the older students. They have their own cafeteria and kind of get to do their own thing down there. The old building has been completely demolished now, and they're going to finish construction of the athletic center. That's that part we're going to come around to on the right here. And then beyond that, there'll be some athletic fields where the parking lot is now. those that remember the old high school, remember there used to be a planetarium in there run by Mr. Jameson. Happy to say that a planetarium is back in the Natick public school system here at Kennedy. It's a lovely room. Can't wait to get a chance to see that in action at some point. This end of the building is dedicated to the theater and the arts, and there's a large auditorium there. As we move around to the front of the building, we'll see this green space here for those parking spaces. And that used to be the old lawn and field for the old school, and that's where a lot of extensive drainage work has been done underground to handle the wet field that always used to be there. They've incorporated this new kind of water feature into the entry, which is nice. And then off-screen to the lower left is a wetlands area that has been opened up, and it has some nice observation areas. On to the new Fire Station 4, which is progressing nicely. Most of the work is on the inside now. This nice little brick exterior that they're working on. As we go around the building, you'll be able to see the new traffic pattern as the trucks come in off of this Speen Street ramp for the inn, and then they can kind of go through the building and then go out where the old station is now. There's been a lot of residential increase in the malls over the last 20 years with the expansion of the Natick Mall, with the Nouvelle Towers, with the Marriott Residence Inn across the way, and the Avenue housing complex. Not to mention the expansions down at Chrysler Road, and also the Cloverleaf Apartments is going to be expanding as well. So a lot more people live up here. So the old 2-bay fire station built back in the 50s is not going to cut it. The new station has 5 bays, has expanded training centers and meeting centers, and much better living conditions than what the firefighters have to deal with for the last 60 years. So the last phase of the project will be to take down the old station, and then that's going to be the driveway, the exit out onto Speen Street. And you'll also be able to, the cut through will still be there, so they'll be able to get out to Route 9 east or westbound from this location, and also get out to Speen Street north or south from this location. It's a nice looking building. I'm looking forward to seeing it at night. I've seen a lot of like LED lighting going in the soffits and stuff. I think it's really going to be something nice. A nice addition to the town. And our last stop on this tour is going to be in downtown Natick Station, where the T is dumping a ton of money. As it says there, $36 million to upgrade the station that was really built back in 1895 when they first depressed the tracks. It's going to make it truly, handicapped accessible. New platforms, new signage. They're going to redo this pedestrian bridge, and there's going to be a real elevator there. There's going to be new canopies, and they're also going to tie this all into the Contiguous Rail Trail when that's done. So again, another nice bump for downtown Natick. Okay, as we approach the end of the video, I want to thank you for watching. If you like this new format with the voiceover, please comment down below. Or if you just want to listen to quiet music in the background, that's fine too. If you have lived or are living in the town since 2005, I want to thank you for the best job in the world. Being the map guy for the town and now the drone pilot is a pretty good gig. So thank you. I also want to remind everyone that this year is the 100th anniversary of the Natick Public Works. We were established back in 1921. So help us as we celebrate a century of service. Look for more details. See you soon.